welcome back to my channel where I teach you how to put intention into your life so that you become the best version of you while simultaneously creating the life of your dreams. If this is your first time seeing my face, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on turn on the post notification bell so you know when I upload my next video, and comment down below any questions that you have. I post every Wednesdays and subliminals every other Saturday, and I know you don't want to miss it. Also, baby, spread the love. I'm giving you like amazing information on these videos, and don't be stingy with it. Send it out to people who should be creating your dream life. Yeah, so in this video, this is episode 1 of Cami Talks, where pretty much you guys give me a topic or I create a topic, and yeah, I talk about it. So this topic was actually, somebody asked me a question in my DMs about this topic, so I decided to make a video on it. So yeah, let's get into it. What is it like to be an empath? So first, before I get into what my experience as an empath, let me tell you what an empath is. So according to the Oxford Dictionary, an empath is a person with a paranormal ability to apprehend the emotions of others, the mental or emotional state of others. Pretty much, yeah, so pretty much you can feel the emotions of other people. And like the more spiritual definition is someone with the with heightened awareness of the emotional and mental state of people around them. In other words, I can feel people's emotions. I know that sounds so weird, but ooh, my lighting is not lighting. It's not. Don't mind the deodorant in my underarms. But the lighting was not lighting, you know? But we're gonna, whatever. So yeah, pretty much I can feel the emotions of other people. This is an ability that you are born with, and usually is one of the abilities that don't go away. Like clairvoyance goes away if you're not utilizing it. Clairsentience, which is pretty much, it's just another word for empathic abilities. It's a different type of an empathic ability. Doesn't really go away because you're using it even if you don't know what you are. So as a very young child, I was very emotional. I had very big emotions, and I don't know, I was just very emotional. I was very in tune with my emotions, and I could understand the emotions, complex emotions about people around me. As I came older, you start to come into the matrix or the lying of society and the conditioning, and you step away from spirit. You step away from the divine qualities of yourself, and you step away from the abilities that you were born with and gifted with. So I was no longer very in tune with my emotions, but I still had a lot of emotions. There was times where I could go from being very, very happy to very, very sad to very, very ecstatic, excited, extremely anxious, extremely depressed in a snap of a finger. My feelings were all over the place, and I didn't really understand why. So during COVID, we went back to when we were coming out of online learning. There was hybrid learning, which I'm sure you guys know what that is, but for those of you who don't, that's pretty much when you're half online, half in person. So my family opted in for that, and that's what I did. And my old 7th grade science teacher told my study guide teacher, there was like 5 or 6 of us in the classroom, and he was using a couple words to describe all of us because he all had us for science the year prior. So he was talking to our teacher about just something that you could know about them because their personalities are not going to shine through on Zoom. So yeah, he used the word empath to describe me, and that was the first time I've ever heard that word, really. I was just starting my spiritual journey. I wouldn't even call it witchcraft at that point. I was just really, I was just like very new to spirituality, and pretty much I did my research, and I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird, but I kind of get it. That makes sense. I guess I can feel other people's emotions, and through meditation, through being more sensitive to where the energy is coming from, being able to tell the difference between my energy, other people's energies, and not only just I can tell that this isn't my energy, knowing where it's coming from. Once I started learning how to do that, I realized, oh, although I am depressed and some of this sadness and depression is from me, it's not all entirely my depression. There's a lot going on. It was COVID. You couldn't leave your house. There was a lot going on with the Black Lives Matter movement. There was just a lot of issues going on with the world. So yeah, there was a mental health pandemic as well. And we were affected, my friends were affected, my parents were affected, I was affected, and I held on to their emotions as well because I didn't know that it wasn't mine. And then through therapy and other spiritual practices, I realized, no, this is not my emotions, and I was able to kind of shield myself in a way that I was able to feel my emotions, but not feel other people's emotions. And that is like the biggest lesson that you need to know as an empath, because if you cannot tell the difference between your emotions and other people's emotions, you are going to have a terrible time. Yeah, it's going to be horrible. Pretty much, I just have to keep a lot of protection methods with me, specifically to protect my crown chakra, which isn't really a chakra, but your crown, like the halo in Abrahamic religions, that's the crown chakra. That's where the energy comes from. So you see a lot of people veiling. A lot of empaths veil. I don't veil. It's not something that I have veiled before. Let me say that. I have veiled before, but it's not something that I do on a daily basis. It's not something that calls to me. I don't really like it. It works, but it's not something that works with the style that I wear. So I use other shielding methods. I shield with my energy, and I'm going to go into these different what shielding and all of this stuff is in my protection video. But pretty much I just do basic methods of protection to keep myself away from other people's energy. And then because I'm shielding with my own energy, I can allow certain people's energies when it benefits me to come into my field. I can allow my abilities to be abilities when I feel like it, and not have them not be abilities. What I mean is, like, I can allow people's energies to come to me when I want to use my abilities or something, and not be overwhelmed with the amount of energy that I'm. Oh, and another cool thing is that there aren't just empathetic people who can feel other people's emotion. I am one of the empaths that feel other people's emotions. I can also feel animals' emotions if I'm like really connected to it. Like I can feel my dog's emotions, the cat's emotions, but like a random dog on the street, I'm not going to be able to feel it. That's just not how my empathic abilities manifest. But usually empaths are very, very sensitive to any type of emotion. So I will feel I'm sorry for the glare. I will feel the negative emotion, not the negative emotion, the negative energy before anybody else will feel the negative energy. I am very sensitive to the energies of my crystals, of a room, of pretty much anything. So that comes in handy. That's a very little handy dandy little trick that empaths can do. I'm also really good at like energy work for this reason. I can feel the energy going through my body very easily, and I'm very good at visualization, which also helps because I'm clairvoyant. If you guys want to have a Candy's Talks on that, I will definitely do that. That's an amazing ability that actually I feel like is more something that people know of more. You may not know it as clairvoyance, but you've probably heard it. But we're not going to go into that. I forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, I'm just like very sensitive to energies, and it's very amazing. So you may not know that you're an empath, and you may be an empath. So I advise you to meditate and also to look at your everyday life. Are you very emotional? And just because you are very emotional does not mean that you're an empath. This can be a root or sacral chakra block, and that is or even a heart chakra block. That is totally fine. That's fine. My chakras are a mess too. That's fine. just gotta work to fix that. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below any questions that you have, and turn on that post notification bell so you know when I upload my next video. Also, make sure to put any other topics or questions that you want me to do in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys want a video on manifestation questions, because I would love to do that. Also, put your success stories down. I would love to react to those. I love you guys. Bless you, babies. Happy manifesting.